Welcome to the zoological world. Today we will discuss about Carolina parakeet. Sightings were once fairly common in the East, but population numbers dwindled rapidly over the centuries from a combination of different factors, many of them human-induced but some natural. The last recorded specimen died at the Cincinnati Zoo in 1918 before it was declared officially extinct in 1939. Much of what we know about this species is based on anecdotes or the study of captive or dead specimens. Amazing Carolina parakeet facts. The Carolina parakeet had two distinct subspecies. There is still some debate about the natural range of each subspecies, but there was apparently very little overlap between them. The Carolina parakeet was an expert climber. One of the more amazing facts is that its beak functioned as a kind of third limb to navigate the branches and trunks of trees. Carolina parakeets could be incredibly noisy. Entire flocks were sometimes heard from miles away. Since the Carolina parakeet ate the toxic seeds of the cocklebur, it's been suggested that this bird may have been poisonous. John J. Audubon himself noted that some cats apparently died after eating this parakeet. The Carolina parakeet is considered to be a potential candidate for de-extinction. This is the process of bringing back an extinct species from pieces of DNA. The bird's genome was sequenced in 2019. Where to find the Carolina parakeet? The Carolina parakeet was once found across parts of the eastern United States. Woodlands next to swamps or rivers were its preferred habitat. There is still some debate about its true range, however. It was once believed that the fringes of its natural habitat extended as far west as Colorado and as far north or east as New York. But this map was based upon only a few known historical sightings in certain states. A reconstructed map from 2017 suggests a more constricted range. One subspecies probably inhabited Florida and the surrounding coasts, while the other subspecies were shifted toward the interior of the United States, from Kansas to Ohio. What does the Carolina parakeet eat? The Carolina parakeet consumed the fruits and seeds of many different plants and trees, including the beech, elm, sycamore, maple, oak, and pine, which it then supplemented with insects for extra protein, but the cocklebur appeared to be their favorite food. Carolina parakeets also apparently consume salt licks and possibly saline water in order to add a bit of salt to their diet. What killed the Carolina parakeet? Deforestation was no doubt a significant cause in its decline, and some natural factors may have contributed, but the single most important factor was probably hunting. This was done both for sport and for commercial purposes. Their feathers adorned clothing, but also as a kind of deliberate extermination. Carolina parakeets were highly attracted to farmers' domesticated fruit crops, which they would sometimes ruin in the process of plundering. In order to protect their crops, farmers would shoot the parakeets in the act of feeding. This species had the unfortunate tendency to approach a fallen flockmate, and so farmers would end up extinguishing several birds at once. At the same time, it was acknowledged that the parakeet did have positive effects by controlling the spread of the invasive cocklebur. Deforestation probably did fragment and disrupt populations, but it's debated just how much of a role it played since nest sites were still widespread.